The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNCNow.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees all things new. I'm Carmie De Leon and I'm streaming live in Cavite and you are watching Beautifully Connected CEOs. Hi everyone, I'm back. I'm Carmie De Leon and you are watching Beautifully Connected CEOs. And for this session, we have a very special guest. In fact, medyo nakailang reschedule because of many things like health reasons, may more urgent things to attend to. But finally, we're so honored and pleased to have a dear friend of mine, a Beautifully Connected CEOs, Miss Sheila Lobien.
Hello, Carmi. Thank you for having me here, and thank you everyone for listening today.
Thank you, Sheila. I know that we're both busy and yet we always find time to do things that are close to our hearts or at least kailangan-kailangan. We're happy to
Yes.
have you because you can tell us so many stories, recent and yung history mo. But foremost, congratulations, sis. I know that you've been everywhere and you've been very active. Way to go.
Thank
So
you, sister, for the support.
I know, sis, that you're working so hard and at the same time, inspired ako how you manage your family and how you balance your time. Di ba, minsan you will text me,
Mm-mm.
I'm so sorry kasi mommy
Oh,
time, di ba? So you always
we
have
can.
time for Jack, for Sam, and Juan, for someone.
Yes, yes.
But,
Priority family first, diba?
yes, of course. I'd like you to share to our audiences ano yung nag-trigger because I know that you were a very successful executive, 'di ba, before and then
Mm-hmm.
suddenly you thought to putting up your own business. Ano
Mm-hmm.
nag-trigger and gaano kahirap 'yon as compared
Okay.
to how I see you right now that you are so at peace and happy?
Thank you. Thank you. That's a very good question, sister. And I've shared this with you already, but let me repeat again. Of course, being a part of a big company, a lot of people would already say, "Oh, this is good retirement job ko na to. It's so easy." And we were well compensated with my team back then. But I really want to achieve more. I want to make my own decision. I feel na I can still grow. That's why I started this company, the Lobien Realty Group, with, of course, the support of my team and my family. And luckily, I'm blessed because it's almost 5 years. Actually, this year, this December,
Wow.
we're turning 5 years. Diba? Ang bilis, so short. But to start from that to where we are today, of course, entailed a lot of sacrifices. It's
Mhm.
not easy. We make it look easy, but it's a different life right now. If you're an entrepreneur, different responsibilities. You still think of your people first, diba? Before you even get paid or before you even get something. But I enjoy it. I think at the end of the day, if you know what you're doing and you like what you're doing, diba? It's as usual naman, it's always helping people, helping them make helping investors or the landlords or whoever is our clients even more successful. And I think we always had that in our hearts from the beginning. We're continuing lang what we've done in the past. That's why I think it was somehow easy and manageable because we were not, doing different thing. We were still doing the same thing, but under a different name, diba? And it's
Mm.
more
And of
fulfilling.
course, yeah. At
Yes.
saka at saka sis, iba yung when you sabi mo nga, when you're the one deciding, di ba? It's your call.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes
Mm-mm.
kasi when you're in a corporation and you want a decision, but sometimes it has to be consensus. And now
Yes.
you are left to like, okay, okay, you're limited, di ba? Yung law of the lead,
Mm-mm.
sabi. So
Mm-mm.
you're
Mm-mm.
limited, but now you're empowered to do a lot of things on your own and take bold steps. Di ba?
Yes.
Walang
We're nimble.
reservation.
Yeah.
But alam mo, ang nakita ko sa'yo, sis, yung pagiging service-oriented mo eh. Di ba? You always treat others as customer. Yun kasi yung
Mm-mm.
importante na hindi ka pwedeng inconsistent. Na
Mm-mm.
kapag
Mm-mm.
employees mo na, okay lang kahit hindi. Pero pag
Mm-mm.
client, lahat, di ba? But in
Mm-mm.
fact, as a CEO, sometimes we really, well, not sometimes, we rely on others' expertise and commitment.
Mm-mm.
And if you
Mm-mm.
cannot make them feel like they are your number one customer, it's useless, di ba?
Mm-mm. We make them like
And
a family din, sis, diba?
yeah. Pero sis, ngayon that you have your own company, I know you
Mm-hmm.
also experienced the great resignation and high
Mm-hmm.
attrition, di ba? Na
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you want to hone them, sometimes they will have to leave. Ang siguro importante lang dito, we know what to do to keep them and engage them. But at the end of the day,
Yes.
you want to go somewhere else,
Mm-hmm.
isipin mo lang siguro, at least natulungan ko siya, no, when he was.
True.
How are
Yes.
you adjusting sa ganon?
We just as like what you said, you have to just move forward. If they're going to a better place, of course, I fully support that. I don't want to hold them back.
Mm.
Diba? I want them to stay here and be happy because they see growth in their career inside the organization. But otherwise, if they found a better option outside the firm, that's fine. I will
Mm.
support that. Because in the
Yeah.
past, also my former bosses supported me. That's why I
Mm.
am where I am today because I had that growth mindset and I want my people to be happy. If they'll stay with us, they should be happy. So
Yeah.
I think as an employer now or as a boss, we have to look after our people. And if they're happy, they will perform well. If they're not happy, they will not really do well. So they might as well go out, diba? We want people who are engaged, who are really there with us because we have our own goals and mission. So if they're not with me or they're not with our team here, then we won't be able to move forward and succeed. So
Right.
we need people who are really passionate, their heart
100.
is in the
Yes.
business, they care. You don't see them caring about the business, then
Mm.
I don't want them here.
Yeah,
So
and you have to set them free, 'di ba? Rather than having people that are half-hearted and then,
mhm,
they always complain, no? And sometimes
yes, yes,
mga the initiative will come from us eh, na something is wrong. I don't see the same enthusiasm, 'di ba? What's wrong with you?
yes.
So we
We
can
have to
set them
create a happy workplace.
right, right. And pag hindi siya happy, there's no shame in
Mhm,
saying, I think you're not happy here anymore. You want to be happy here. You can go out.
yes. Yeah.
You can you can
We
try to
want
be happier
performers.
outside.
Yeah, that's true.
Otherwise, hindi ka rin magiging happy eh, 'di ba?
Yes,
Kasi kung unhappy
yes.
yung person and half-baked lahat ng work,
Mhm,
especially in your
mhm.
line of work, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Sales-driven. So,
Sales driven,
client
we have numbers to achieve. Mm.
right, right. So, the best that we can do is to, duplicate ourselves, no? Nakikita ko naman, you can build more Sheila Lobien, no?
That we
Your team,
plan to
but
do. Help me with
hirap
that.
yun, hirap. Hirap gawin. And which brings me, sis, you have two lovely, of course, one good-looking husband and two lovely children that are now
Someone.
really,
Mhm.
si Sam One, di ba? Si Sam and One, very
Yes.
lovely. And when I look at them, ang bait-bait, di ba? Is it,
Dapat lang.
uh, I don't know, sabi ko, ano kaya ito? Inispoiled kaya ni Sheila to? Or, no, but they look very responsible, di ba? The way
Mm,
they
true.
study, the way they talk to
Mhm.
people. Can you
Mhm.
share naman some of the things that you are doing to really make
Mhm.
them understand ano yung
Mhm.
values na dapat na
Yes, yes.
practice in life?
Mhm, mhm. Well, my husband and I, and you know Jack very well, we're very hands-on when it comes to, of course, the education and well-being of our children. And we're blessed because both of them are academically strong, very responsible, like what you said. From day one, from kindergarten up to high school, Samantha is always a gold medalist, and similar with Juan. So we're a proud
Mhm.
parent. So we're happy to say that they're very strong academically. So we're always there to guide them. And we see that they enjoy it, I guess, because they see us, they see me, they see Jack. We are both performers, and we are, I'd say, achievers. So they feel
Mm.
like, oh, I'd like to be somehow achieving things on my own too. So they're very happy when they achieve things. We don't, as much as possible, spoil them. If they
Mhm.
get good grades, of course, at the end of the year, we buy them things that they want. But mostly their wants are very simple. They just want to eat outside, eat,
Mhm.
good food with us. They're happy. From time to time, we go on vacation. Weekends is always for family. I'm lucky because my jobs in the past and my current business right now is allowing me to always be flexible. So if they have important matters in school, we're always there, either Jack
Mhm.
or myself. But if it's really important, both of us, we're always there for them. So I think they feel that, they know that we're very responsible. We're giving them the things that they need. We're supporting them, and that's why I believe they're also excelling. They see that my mom and dad are, parents also are God fearing. We go to church twice a week. We pray as a family.
Mhm.
Um, I believe all those things help them, and that's why they're purposeful today, and they are always looking forward to achieving something great. So Samantha graduated, of course, with the high gold medalist, and Juan Alfonso also in his elementary, as top student and competing outside everywhere. I'm a stage
Mhm.
mom. I drop work and I go out.
Imagine, and nako, it's unexplainable joy to have kids like
Mm,
them, no?
that's
Because
the our
I
joy, great
remember when my daughter was like getting medals, talagang ikaw yung naiiyak, 'di ba? Excited for them. How much more itong dalawa consistent, 'di
that's
ba? And
true. That's
without
true.
you pressuring them, without you
Mm-mm.
enforcing something, but just looking at the examples, no? So,
Yes,
it's
they're
leading by
enjoying it.
example talaga when they look at you, and siguro
Mhm.
it's in the blood na rin ano, kahit naman anong aral ang gawin, 'di ba? So, but
Si
more
Jack yun,
importantly, I
nagtu-tutor.
think nakikita ko sa inyo sis, the way you talk to them. 'Di ba yung
Mhm.
communication? You
Yes,
don't
yes.
treat them as sometimes kasi yung parents masyadong authoritative, 'di ba, na
Mhm, mhm,
this is what you should do. Nagiging
mhm,
obedient na lang, blind obedient na lang yung kids.
mhm.
Now, in your case, maybe they can always assert and they can always
Mhm.
articulate their needs. And at the
Yes,
same
yes.
time, na-encourage sila because sabi nga, performers ang magulang, so
Mhm.
bakit hindi?
Dapat.
Yeah. Pero yun nga eh, napaka-blessed, 'di ba? And siguro talagang pinakamalaking factor do'n yung you pray together as a family.
Yes.
Because
Mhm.
yung mga bata, they will be exposed to some friends, 'di ba, na
Yes.
unwanted groups or certain
Mhm,
people.
mhm.
But
So we
the mere
monitor
fact
that.
that they are kids, 'di ba?
That's
Yun yung kailangang maintindihan ng audience natin because
true.
sometimes, alam
Mhm.
mo sis, naging excuse na
Mhm.
busy ako working for my family, so okay lang akong
Yeah.
hindi mag-attend dito,
Mhm.
'di ba?
No.
So wala ba not even once na naging problem
Mhm.
ng mga bata na gano'n na they wanted to, talk to you or nagpapapansin, walang gano'n?
Wala naman. Because they can always talk to us, yes, they can always call us if we're at work, and then we
Right.
eat every night as a family. If we
Mhm.
if we can, we'll have breakfast with them in the morning just to check on them. At
Yeah.
night, we look at what they need to do in school. So
Mhm.
we're always guiding them. And of course, we spank them also if they are
Yeah,
not
discipline.
good. Yeah, part of the discipline. They have to know that this is bad. You should not do that as much as possible while they're young. So. So they know,
It's
right?
so ano it's so balanced na in a way they know when to do this and when not to
Mm.
do such things, no? Because you discipline them while you pamper them. On one hand,
Mm-hmm.
you also discipline them.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the corporate, mas mahirap
Mhm.
sis, di ba?
Mm,
Kasi sa
yes.
family, kahit anong gawin mo, anak mo yan eh, di ba? Pero sa sa work, hindi na puwedeng
Mm.
hindi mag-perform kasi unang-una hindi
Yes,
naman kita
yes.
anak. Pangalawa, lalo na kung ikaw CEO, 'di ba? You also
Mm,
have your
mm.
deliverables.
Yes.
And if you cannot deliver because of one failing person, 'di ba?
Mhm,
Hindi
mhm.
ito kamukha ng family na mapapagsabihan mo forever. Dito, you need to
Yes.
decide na ano
Mhm,
yung mga struggles mo having those like in your industry, no, very numbers oriented, results
mhm,
driven. Ano
mhm,
yung mantra mo when keeping people and when not to keep them anymore?
mhm. You know, kicking out them. I mean, kicking out your
Yeah,
people,
making
that's the
them happier
hardest.
outside.
Yes, yes. But of course, we have metrics, we have performance indicators. As
Mhm.
long as we can see and feel that they care for the business, that's fine. But at the end of the day, if you're a salesperson, you have to achieve certain numbers, right? I don't think you'll be happy also to stay if you're not even performing because you won't
Mm,
feel good. So in that case, we want people who are in the right places. Like if you're a finance person, then you should be good at your job. If you're sales, then you
mhm,
should be performing. Um, as long as they are guided, because of every year we have twice a year one-on-one,
mhm.
metric discussion. But aside from that, they can always approach me, approach
Yeah.
their directors if there's any concern. So you don't want them to wait until it's the evaluation time before they raise
Mhm.
something to you. And since we're a very lean and mean team, they can always come to me, talk to me, message me if they need anything. So that's what we want. We try to foster a culture of collaboration, teamwork, and if they are really passionate, diba, they know what they're doing, then they'll perform well. So we give them a chance as much as
Mhm,
possible.
mhm.
But if really, after let's say a year or so, wala pa rin, if you're in sales, then we might as well, diba, bring you elsewhere na you'll do well or you'll be
Right.
able to deliver what they need.
Yes.
I don't
So
think
it's
you'll
it's
also be
important.
happy.
Oo, it's
Mhm.
important na may framework na meron
Yes.
tayong, appraisal, 'di ba?
Yes, we
Middle of
need
the
to
year,
have
end of
that.
the year, or every
Beginning of the
quarter.
year, middle of the year, and then end of the year. Actually, three times yung major ones, di ba?
Mhm. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
and at the onset, nag-a-agree na, you're agreeing na this is
Yes,
our
yes.
KPIs, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
And we are gonna work on this one. I will help
Yes,
you with this, and para
yes.
not fail, 'di ba? So,
Mm-mm. We
somehow
try to mentor them, coach.
right. Oo, may coaching and of course we look
Mm-mm.
beyond numbers. Tayong mga salespeople, alam
Yes,
natin there are several
yes.
stories behind the number.
Yes,
Minsan
yes.
minsan 100% quota pero hindi naman nila trabaho 'yun. Nangyayari
Yeah,
'yun, 'di ba,
that's true, true,
nagkakataon.
sis.
Sometimes
Mm-mm.
naman a very, driven, hardworking person,
Mm-hmm.
underachiever 'pag nakita mo sa numbers pero yung efforts naman ang dami. So nasa
Sobra. Yeah.
planting season pa and we understand, no? So it pays
Mm-hmm.
to have a boss like you na naintindihan how it is out there in the field.
Yes, yes.
And
So
nakikita
they
ko
have
sis very
to see
hands-on
us
ka
in
din.
action. Oh yeah.
Oo,
Hmm.
oo.
They
You
learn
have to
from
be
us,
there,
then they
eh.
go out with us. Yes,
Oo,
sister.
oo. You have
Whereas,
to
it's
take
a
the lead.
service business in a way, right? We're not
Oh,
selling
yes,
any
yes.
product. Well, we're a
Mhm,
matchmaker. Real estate professionals are like that. We solve their problems by either selling their property or buying a property in their behalf or helping them find their office. That's what we do. So if you don't understand your client, then it's going to
mhm.
be difficult to deliver.
Yeah, and I like the matchmaker, 'di ba?
Oh, di
'Pag
ba?
sinabing matchmaker, puzzle, solved na 'yon.
Yes.
I did it for
Mm-mm.
you. Kasi
Mm-mm.
otherwise, ba't pa kita kinausap, 'di ba? Kung wala
Yes.
naman, 'di ba? So,
Correct,
you
correct.
should be able to identify, 'di ba? Well, know your customer and then identify
Mm-mm.
ano yung needs niya. and then you offer multiple choice o dito option one, two, and
Oh, 'di
three.
ba? Same din sa boss mo, 'di ba? If they ask you for, "What do we need to do?" "Okay, give me options, I'll decide." We decide together.
Right, oo, 'di ba? And
Mm,
and that's very important nowadays because when you reach out to clients, a lot of them would have very limited time and they
mm,
cannot do the thinking. So sometimes you do the thinking for them, suggest them selling. Part of
mhm.
that is research, 'di ba? You give everything na in one sitting, magde-decide na lang, 'di ba? Ang bilis
Correct.
ng
You make
buhay
it
ko,
easy
gano'n.
for them. Yeah, true, sis.
Yeah, and you know what, sis, nakikita ko even in your relationships, no, I know that we have many common friends, no, and
Mhm.
nakikita ko din that in between you're trying to inject, pareho tayo eh, yung pag nasa stress, alam ko sis, I remember when during those
Ah,
days na dalawa tayong nagko-coffee, remember that?
yes, oo. Time
And
friends
you
will make
were,
you feel better.
yes, yes, and you were like telling me, ikaw din, sige, let's do this business, no, let's do, but
Mhm.
I didn't have the courage like you, and parang ayoko ng ma-stress
Kaya
ng
'yan.
gano'n.
Ayaw mo na, oh, sabagay sis. Relax
Oo,
ka na
sab
lang, enjoy.
ngayon ngayon nase-stress din ako but at least it's manageable. And alam mo
Yes,
maganda ang stress if
yes,
it's something that excite you.
yes.
Hindi yun talagang hindi ka na makatulog. But stress is good at that level na you want to think and explore a lot of things. You want to do
Yes,
more than what you have done
yes.
before. Pero
Mhm.
importante 'di ba the
Mm,
people
true.
around you would really make you feel better, do better, work better.
Yes,
And I can see that in you because I met your team.
yes.
I I met them and alam mo yung feeling nila na walang pressure but I need to pressure
Mm.
myself because I want to deliver. 'Di ba? Yung
Self-motivating ano dapat 'no, it will come from
self-motivated.
within. Yes.
Yes, yes. And I know that you have extended this, 'di ba? We are
Mhm,
together with the European Chamber of Commerce,
mhm.
Women in Business, and the advocacy is to really duplicate nga what we have done, what you
Yes,
have
help.
done, and
Mhm,
help more people to be more
mm.
career-oriented,
Yes.
be more empowered.
Mhm,
Ano ang bago, sis? Ano yung next? What's
mhm.
next with Sheila? I know that you are living your life to the fullest, but what else? Ano pang advocacy?
Advocacy, well, the same, women empowerment. We've been there, sister. We've been helping a lot of young women out there. We
Mhm.
want to inspire them, diba? Mentor them if we can. I think we'll continue that. I will continue that. I enjoy that. I love seeing women, especially young women, succeed in their chosen
Mhm.
career. Diba? If
Mhm.
they're brave enough, then put up their own business someday. Why not?
Right. Mm.
What's next? I really just want to grow the business. As mentioned, no, time flies so quickly. I can still remember when we looked at this office with nothing there to where it is now, and then the
Right.
clients
Mhm.
that we acquired. So much more to achieve. We are just starting.
Warm
And
up. Nagwa-warm up pa
yes,
lang.
partida pa kasi nag-pandemic ng dalawang
Yes,
taon, 'di
yes,
ba?
yes. That was
So,
that was
mhm,
several months, few months, no, after
yes.
you opened.
A year after. Good thing is
1
that
year,
oo,
okay. Mm.
one and a few months.
Mukhang
Good thing we
nabigyan
were
ka rin
able
ng mga
to.
kliyente no'n sis before
Yeah,
nag-pandemic.
we had a very good first year, so it helped us
Good.
tide through the tough times during the pandemic. And luckily, we still, during the height and the peak of the pandemic, we had a lot up to today loyal supporters, clients, and friends like you who really helped us. So we were
Bait
able
ni
to
Lord, 'di ba
navigate.
sis?
Yes,
God is
yes,
good because perfect
yes.
timing, He prepared
Mm-mm.
you for that, no? At
Yes,
least I
yes.
know that you struggled a lot. You have an
Mm-mm.
office to pay, 'di ba?
Yes, yes,
Employees,
that's
but
true.
really, kumbaga naging foundation pa yon to make
Yes, yes.
to make you
Mm-mm.
stronger.
Nothing, I think, will be harder than the pandemic, 'di ba? If you're a
Mhm.
business owner, I
Yeah.
I don't think you'll experience anything harsher or harder than what we've
Mhm.
experienced during the pandemic. So whatever will come, I think we will be able to really get through it because we've already experienced the
Exactly.
hardest. So what
Yeah.
more can stop
Naka-break in,
us.
'no?
Yes.
Naka-break in na.
Yes, yes. So we learned a lot. I learned a lot in this
Mhm,
business, and I'm grateful for that. It's different. That's why I'm enjoying it because I'm learning and I'm growing as a business
mhm.
owner.
Yeah, and I'm so proud of you, sis.
Thank you,
Always have
sis.
been so proud of you.
Mm-mm.
And I know that there will be more clients to come. Company will be stronger and bigger, and of
Thank
course
you, sis.
happier workforce.
Mm-hmm.
That yun naman ang gusto natin, di ba? To be good
Mm-mm.
examples to others,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time enlarge our circles, di ba?
Yes,
And
yes.
I am with
Healthy and
you, sis.
happy families is also, of course,
Of
always.
course, kasi yun ang
Mm-mm.
alam mo sis tingin ko, malaking factor yung happy ka inside your family because you bring that
Mm-hmm.
happiness to your team
Yes.
outside the family, 'no, sa office mo. I
Mm-hmm.
knew some people who are unhappy. Siguro lang, jinudge ko lang sila na unhappy because hindi sila sensitive to other people, 'no, parang
Oh.
alam mo naman when we go to work, mahirap na yung
Mm-mm.
work natin,
Yes,
challenging,
yes.
and yet, the least that we want is to have disagreement with other people.
Mm-mm.
We
True.
need to be more collaborative. We need to
Mm-hmm.
co-regenerate and grow
Mm-hmm.
with others.
Yes.
And yung family, importante yan. When you are happy and fulfilled with your family,
Mhm.
malalabas mo yan, madadala mo
Hmm.
yan sa community.
Madadala sa labas, 'di ba? Mm.
Yeah, that's why you mentioned about empowerment. You want the same empowerment na
Mhm.
ma-experience ng ibang women, 'di ba? Kasi alam
Mm.
natin masarap yung gano'ng feeling na
Yes,
andun ka
when
na
you're
sa table.
fulfilled, 'di ba? Mm.
Yes, yes. So, I am with you, sis.
Ah, thank
Nag-a-absent lang ako
you.
sa committee, but I will always be there. And I'm going back to MAP.
Oh, that's good,
Yeah,
sister.
I'm going back. And yeah, let's do something better,
Mhm.
greater. I know that we can inspire more people, more women like you mentioned, hindi madaling mag-business pero kaya. Kakayanin
Mm,
yan. You just have
kakayanin,
to
sis.
focus. Siguro sis,
Mm.
I'll leave you with as a little space lang to think ano yung
Mhm.
gusto mong message to our audience.
Mhm.
Um, how to be like you or kahit na hindi na ikaw, how to be happy and productive and lovely.
Mhm. Ah,
Um,
yeah. Ikaw dapat yung pag-lovely, sister. How mga beauty tips.
ikaw yun, eh, di ba? Oh,
Ah.
laging ano eh, parang hindi toxic. Isang ano yun, di ba sis? Dapat sabi mo
Oo.
kanina, hindi halata yung problema. You mentioned
Mm.
that earlier na when you have your post, 'di ba? Tayo alam na
Mhm.
namang pati problema natin i-post natin, 'di
Pol
ba inaayos lang natin
There are a
'yon.
lot
But
of negativities already
yes,
outside, 'di ba?
and
Why
it's not
add to that?
that's why it's not pretension, it's just being mindful.
Mm, true, I
Alangan namang
agree.
yung reklamo ko sa neighbor ko or kung sa office mate ko, I won't
Sulat pa, no?
hindi na. I will talk to the right person and
That's
deal with
true.
with them, 'di ba,
Correct.
kung
That's the
meron.
mature way. Mm.
And siguro maging responsible din na hindi naman ibig sabihin nung puro maganda yung nilalagay mo, eh,
Mm.
pretentious ka na. It's just that
Mhm.
you need to focus on the positive things and I know you're
Yes.
one of them. Never mind the problem, move on and move on, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
siguro give them some tips on how to
Mhm.
be successful and happy and significant.
Mhm. Next. Okay, sis. Well, in my case, family is always the number one, 'di ba, priority. So I make sure that I'll always have time for the things that I love and I want. So family, my kids, of course, we guide them. So depending on where you are in your stage, in your life stage, you have to have those priorities in place. And I balance three things. Well, family, of course, number one, and then my career, my business, so that it will grow. You have to really focus. If you're a business owner, if you're not hands-on or
Mhm.
focused, I don't think you'll be able to grow it, especially if you're starting. And then third, I'd say is I keep on learning. So as a person, as a woman, as an individual, I try to learn things every day if I can, something new. I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to be left behind. So I read a
Mhm.
lot. I want to know what's happening around us. So that's also my advice for all the young professionals out there to know what's happening in the economy in the Philippines outside, because what's happening out there will eventually affect you, 'di ba? And from there, you'll be
Mhm.
able to decide or plan and think 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where do I want to go? So I think those are the three important items. Love your family, of course, make time for them, prioritize them. And then
Mhm.
third, your career, your work, or whatever you're doing, be good at it. And you'll be able to achieve things if you are good at it, diba? Because if you're an employee, if you're good, you'll always be promoted. If you're a business owner, if you're focused, I'm sure the business will grow. And then
Mhm.
third is you keep on learning. So if not, if you will not learn, kasi diba, you'll be stagnant. So now is the digital age. So I'm trying to be more and more adept with technology, social media. I do my own thing, my own social media. I don't ask other people to touch my personal Instagram or personal
Mhm. Mhm.
Facebook, LinkedIn. So I try to manage that. But eventually, of course, I might not have time for that anymore. But as much
Right.
as
Yeah, you have to
possible, I
delegate.
try.
Mm-mm.
I try because these are personal things. If I will not do it, baka in the future I won't be able to do it na because like there are so many updates all the time in technology, even in our
Mhm.
business. The move to digitalization is there. We're trying to have systems in place so that there will be
Mhm.
less papers. So there.
Yeah. Yes, and
Um,
I'm happy to see that leaders like you are also into digitalization,
mhm.
technology, no. And it doesn't mean that service isn't there anymore, no, but we're just maximizing the tools that we have.
Yeah.
As long as there's a good balance and we use it
Mhm.
wisely, yung
Yeah, we use it
technology.
wisely, make our lives easier, 'di ba? Automate things so that
Mm-hmm.
I'll have more time for more important things. As a CEO, you mentioned you look at so many things at the
Right.
same time, 'di ba? Operation, sales, delivery, everything nga, chief everything officer, 'di ba? So
Yes,
you have
yes.
to really look at all those
Ano
things.
pa? Ano pa?
Mm-mm.
Chief, ano ka? Cheerleading
Entertainment,
officer. You
chief
need to cheer
entertainment
them up.
officer, 'di
You
ba?
cannot be sad. You have to always be upbeat.
Mm,
You always
set
have
the
to be the
tone,
source
'di
of
ba?
energy on the go, di ba?
Correct.
And
Kasi
it's
if you
so,
see your
it's
leader sad, parang defeated na, what will, 'di ba, happen? You'll feel defeated also and sad. So you don't want that environment, 'di ba, sister?
exactly, no. At saka
Mm-mm.
siguro isang aside from the family na mention ni Sheila, isa sa magiging ammo natin, ammunition natin is our circle. Yung friends natin. We
True.
really need to
Yes.
take care of them and we really
Mentor
need to
networks.
I cannot underestimate the value of friendship. That's why it's
Mm-hmm.
beautifully connected, no? Of course, we
Correct.
connect with God, we connect with
Mm-hmm.
ourselves, our own selves,
Yes.
our families, pero yung circle. I remember
Mm-hmm.
I was calling Sheila pag malungkot ako. Remember,
Oo
tayong dalawa.
naman. Yes.
So,
'Di ba?
and because people like us,
Support
leaders,
system.
because we also get sad, we also get
Mm.
confused, no? And the
Mm,
support
mm.
will come from friends,
Mhm.
outside the office, no? So
Yes.
we try to develop real friendship na through
Mhm.
thick and thin. Na kapag parang call a friend, 'di ba? Pag may
Yes,
kailangan, 'di ba?
yes.
One
That's
text
true,
away.
that's true. You have
Yeah.
to be there for each other, sister, 'di ba?
Right,
That's the
right.
beauty of life, having good friends, true friends around you, through
Yes.
thick and thin.
Right. And yun naman ang magagawa din natin to make each
Mm.
other's lives easier and then to
Yes, yes.
lift each other, encourage each other because life is so hard, di ba?
Mm.
And don't forget to pray lagi. Yun naman,
Yes,
doon naman tayo
yes.
kukuha ng
Correct.
strength.
Stay
And sister,
positive.
I am so blessed to have you as one of my friends and the
Thank
Wagas
you. Likewise,
sisters.
sister. Likewise.
Everyone. We don't see each other. Kami po ni Sheila, we don't really see each other very often. We just text. But you can
Mhm.
feel, no? You can feel the
Yes,
sincerity kasi
correct.
one text away. And
One text sister.
yeah, so make it a habit to say hi and
Mhm,
hello to your friends. And
mhm.
again, make it a point that when they are in need, help them
You
in
help
whatever
them.
way you
That's
can. It
true.
may be
That's
a
true.
listening ear, di ba? It can be an
Mm-mm.
advice. It can
Mhm.
be a funny story, di ba? Or just have
Just be
coffee.
there for them, 'di ba? And they'll
Yes,
feel good already if you're just there for them, listening to
right.
what they need to say.
Mhm, mhm. At saka ang gusto ko dito sa'tin ano, yung kino-connect natin yung like if Sheila is my friend and I have another friend, I'll connect
Yeah.
my friend with
Mm-mm.
you. Yun po
Mm-mm.
yung you cannot be selfish because when
Yes.
they become best friends, nothing is wrong. 'Di ba
Mm-mm.
ganun? Gano'n naman
Helping each
tayo in
other
our
talaga,
circle.
ganyan. Yes, yes.
Yeah. And thank you, sister. Again, so happy and so blessed to have you. And thank you
Thank
so
you for
much
having
for
me, sister. I
sharing a
enjoyed
piece
the
of your life.
afternoon. Mm-mm.
Thank you. I know they learned a lot. And everyone, please review and feel free to share. This is one example. Si Miss Sheila is one example of a true lady who empowers and who lifts others, especially yung family niya and the community that she serves. So thank you so much. That's why I'm so thankful I'm part of TNC. We make stories that are inspiring and relevant and significant. So thank you, sister.
Thank you, Sister Carmi and
Thank you,
TNC for
everyone.
having me.
Thank you.
Enjoy the
Thank you,
holiday, the
everyone.
long break.
Yes, yes. Enjoy. Enjoy the long break. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye, sis.
Ang 40D, tumutulong patibayin ng vital organs, iwas sakit sa puso at iba pang sakit.
Ang ubo, mabilis lumala. Kaya dapat agapan. Dapat New Solmux Advanced Syrup. May 2 times zinc para ang ubo, imbis na lumala, tulungang mabilis mawala. New Solmux Advanced Syrup.
Unilab yan.